Hello students, I am Piyush Arora and today in my session I will explain you about the functions and methods used in a scanner class to input the data from the keyboard. So the following are the required method functions used in a scanner class to perform the task of inputting data from the input device, that is the keyboard. So the first function is next short. This is used to input a short integer from the input device. So a smaller integer can be used to input the data using next short function using the scanner class. Then next int. It is used to input an integer from the input device, only the integer which is bigger than the short. Then next long. It is used to input a long integer from the input device. So a longer integer, maybe 10 digits or 12 digits integer, can be used with this function using a scanner class to input the data. Then next float, used to input a float fractional data from the input device. So suppose decimal numbers are there, points are there. So next float can be used for inputting the data using the scanner class. The next double using to input the double fractional data from the input device. So next double is also used in case the data is bigger, having more decimal numbers, more than 7 digits decimal part. So you can use next double. Then next is used to input a string without any spaces. So a string without spaces, continuous string, one word, single word can be used using next only for scanner class to input the data using strings. The next line is used to input the string with spaces, special character as a line of text. So in case you have multiple words in a sentence, like a sentence you have, or a name having the first name and the second name and third name and so on. So you can make use of next line function with the scanner class to input the strings, which will have the spaces and some special characters may also be there, like addresses and all that. So can be used for inputting the line of text. The next dot character at 0 to input any single character. Suppose you want to enter yes or no, true or false, T or F, just Y or N. So that can be used with this function to input the single character. So now we come on to the program to explain you all some of these functions which are used in a program and how to input the data using the scanner class. So we come to the BlueJ. I have written one program for you, which is this program. Import java.util. For scanner class, we have to import the package java.util. Then class student fee. This is a fee program where the student has to pay the fee. And the name of the student is there for string name. String name is to store the name of the student. Int roll number, that is the ROLL. Float fee for inputting the fee, because fee can be in decimal parts also, rupees and paisa. Character fee paid. So this is the status, whether the fee has been paid or not. So we can input the data as yes or no, Y or N. Then this is the function void fee details. This will enter the data and print the details of the student, whether the fees has been paid or not. Scanner SC is equal to new scanner system.in. This is the object of the scanner class we have made. Now you can call a scanner as a keyword also, but actually it is not a keyword. It is a class. So because the words which start with capital letters, the keywords which start with capital letters are usually a class. So scanner is a class. SC is the object, and we make the object of the scanner class as earlier I have explained you, same way. Then we have system out print your name please. These are prompts given to enter the data. A name is equal to sc.next line. Now this is used for entering the name, because name is in first name, second name, third name. So name is usually having two words. So for that we have used next line. SC is the object. So sc.next line is the function of the scanner class, which I just explained you in the previous screen. System.out.print roll number. So roll number is integer. Roll is equal to sc.nextInt. So next int for integer. System.out.print monthly fee. Now fee is float type. So because we have given float here, so inputting will be done in float only. sc.next float. So fee will be stored in FEE. Roll number will be stored in ROLL. Name will be stored in NAME. Name is of string type. ROLL is of int type. Float fee is of float type. Then system.out.print whether fee paid or not, yes or no. Now this is the value which has to be given as y or n. So single character only has to be given. So when the single character has to be given, it will be used in this way. Fee paid is the character of the variable of the character type. sc.next dot character at 0. So what will happen? Computer will take the input as only single character and store it in fee paid. Now we just print the values. System out print line. This is to give one gap in between. Then print line name in place of name only the name will come, and this is the heading which will come on the left side. On the left side roll number will come, and on the right side actual roll number will come. On the left side monthly fee will come, and on the right side actual fee to be paid will come in numbers, digits, and fee paid status yes or no, y or n will be printed on the right side. This is how the program will go on. We will just compile this program. We will see that no errors are coming. Close it. Now we will run this program by making an object. We create an object. This object is created, and the object we will run the void fee details function. When we run this function, the computer will start asking us the data. Your name, please. So we will give the name like Anshul Singh, and we press enter. It will ask you the roll number. And we give suppose the roll number is 11. We give the roll number. Monthly fee, suppose the monthly fee is 4,567 rupees 90 paisa. So we give it in like complete details of the fee, whether the fees is paid or not. So suppose we pay the fees, say yes. As soon as we press enter, the details of the student Anshul Singh come on the screen. Anshul Singh, roll number 11, monthly fee 4567.9, and fee paid status yes. So this is the student's data. Now suppose we want to again run this program. We again just come to the object, run the function. Again it will ask you the name of the next student. So we can give Tarun Gupta. Roll number 45, monthly fees 6,504.87 paisa. Fee paid, say no. Now this is the status. Tarun Gupta, the name comes, roll number 45, monthly fee 6504.87, and fee paid status is no. So this is how the data is input and the display is made. So I hope you understood the details of the function used in scanner class, and we will do some more programs later on when we come to the functions of the scanner class and programming done in your books. Textbooks, some programs are there on using a scanner class, so you can just try out those programs on your computers. So we end this session now, and again I will come with a new session. In the next session we will start about the packages and the import command used in Java programming. You will understand the meaning of packages and import command. So thank you and have a nice day. God bless you.